Hey everybody, this is Alchemist2 back again, and this time I'm doing a review of a documentary about C.S. Lewis. And this is done by RBC's Day of Discovery. And personally, I thought it was riveting and remarkable because I really didn't know all that much about Jack Lewis. And originally his name was Clive before he himself wanted to change it because he didn't really like the sound of Clive all that much. And I can't blame him. Neither do I. It just doesn't sound right. Clive. But to be honest with you, I thought this was a very exceptional documentary, and I thought it was remarkably done. And I think any fan of C.S. Lewis would gain a lot of information and knowledge from this. And I don't know if for those who may not be Christians might find it a wee preachy. I don't know. I didn't think it was preachy myself, but I thought it was very informative and just well done. And there was one part, the last part of the documentary, that I thought was extremely touching, and I actually shed a few tears, if you can't tell, because of the relationship he had with Joy. I won't go into that because that might spoil some things, but I think this is a 4-star document, and I think that anybody can enjoy it, and it's well worth looking into. Gives you a lot of insight as to who C.S. Lewis really was as his character, and he was a very complicated man, and apparently he had a really interesting sense of humor, and I consider him kind of a hero and also an inspiration, because a lot of my stories, my fantastical stories, have come from his writings, and I just think that he is a genius, and I really look up to him, and I think that he has a lot of insight, and he's just he's brilliant, and there's no doubt about that. And one of these days, I am definitely going to have to go to Ireland to see where he grew up, and then go to England to see where he studied, and just trace the path that he walked, and maybe I can get some more inspiration from that, as if I need it. But I've got plenty of imagination, but just people like him give me more inspiration, and I find them very engaging, as well as just tremendous people, really good examples to live up to, and just reminds me that people such as that are very humble and ordinary, but they have just extraordinary qualities, and are just profound in many ways, and it just causes you to take a step back and look at people, and just not judge them by their appearances, and just get a chance to know them and see who they really are. Just sit down with them and chat, and maybe you too can learn something from what they have written, or what they are saying. It's just I think it's important in this day and age, and I think that's what C.S. Lewis was trying to convey, that even at any age you can learn, at any possible time you can have your personality deepened, and your sense of wonder expanded upon. And there's no end to that in this world, I think. And pardon me for getting philosophical. I do that sometimes. But as an optimist, I just think that there is a lot in this life to uncover and discover. And as I've said before in one of my prior reviews, I definitely think that life is an adventure, and I particularly think that C.S. Lewis wrote on that adventure very, very well, even though he went through some very traumatic, transformative times in his life, and of course the documentary goes through a lot of that. So if you're a fan of C.S. Lewis, I would definitely recommend this DVD from Day of Discovery. 4 stars. Way up. And 2 thumbs way up.